Alright, so I'm a little bit late, but EA Sports and Codemasters have just dropped the F124 reveal trailer, so I'm going to go and do a reaction to it, and then I'm going to go through a blog post that EA released going a bit more in depth into some of the new things coming into F124. So let's get started and roll the tape! Alright, here we go, let's watch. So, obviously there's not going to be anything to do with the actual gameplay, it's going to be more of a promotional marketing trailer, but we could still get a decent idea about some of the graphics. Maybe a couple new things, okay. Oh wait, that's actually in-game, that doesn't look too horrible. Actually, to be fair, what is that? That is some, like... Oh, I hate this pausing feature. Wait. What is that thing? That is not Vaxma strap-on. That is, I don't even know. Right, be one of the 20, that's the slogan they're going with it. It's a bit stinky, let's be honest. It's not a very exciting slogan. Couple team radios from actual drivers. Graphics don't look too horrible. They are still using the old engine, the old game engine. So the graphics are probably going to look very similar to F123 and F122, but... you know, whatever. They don't look horrible, so that's cool. Oh, there's an Alpine crashing. At least I got the realism on point, you know what I mean? An Alpine, you know, banging it in the wall. All those graphics look pretty good. If that's what they actually like in game, that looks a bit nicer. A couple more reflections going through Monaco. Go through that swimming pool. EA Sports dynamic handling. Yeah, we'll read about that later. Precision track updates. Okay, you know, pretty good. Nothing special. Pretty decent. All new career mode. I don't think it's all new, but like I said, I'll go through that as well. And
can you beat me? Yes! What a race.
Max Verstappen just sued. Max Verstappen has sued. Sue! Look at that! He is proper suing as well. That's a passionate sue. That's cold. Be one of the 20. Nice. There it is. Here's some other additional information. You can read through this. If you pre-order it, but before... oh, wait. On the 24th of April, you actually lose a 15% discount on PlayStation. So... I'd recommend getting it before then. I'm going to be buying the game because I'm going to absolutely smash content. But here's a couple of things you get if you pre-order the game. You get 3-day early access, 18k Bitcoin, no one cares. A VIP podium pass, no one cares. You get some 2024 season liveries and esports decals to use in F123 and only time trial, so very dead. And it says much more, but there ain't much more. So that's the reveal trailer. Doesn't look too horrible. It looks like your standard promotional marketing trailer, but that's not the most important thing we're here for. Now, we're going to go to the blog that EA released, where they go a lot more in-depth into some of the things that they're adding this year. And then, of course, in a couple days' time, we also have a gameplay deep dive. So let's go to the blog. And here she is. So this is a blog. Here's the link, ea.com/games. You can just go on EA Sports F1 on Twitter. Scroll down, you'll find if you want to read it for yourself. But here we go. Be one of the 20 in EA Sports F124. F124 delivers all new EA Sports dynamic handling, overhauled career, and more. So... this is basically them going a bit more in depth in some of the things they're going to be adding. So first we're going to look at the EA Sports dynamic handling. Working closely with Max, the new EA Sports thing, it redefines the feel of the car to produce a realistic and predictable performance across wheel and pad. So they've actively, you know, worked with Max Verstappen to make the handling better. Alright, cool. All new suspension kinematics, an upgraded tyre model, advanced aerodynamic simulation, and new engine and car setup options. Now, the thing is, I'm fairly certain 95% of people don't understand how any of the car setup options work anyway, so adding even more is just going to be really annoying. Or let's be honest, most of us just go online and either copy time trial setups or just look online. All driving aspects are improved with cornering, rolling resistance, brake pressure, ambient track temperature, and variable conditions, enabling drivers to receive immediate feedback to maximize their on-track performance. Now, I've seen a bit of footage from the beta of the game, and I've also seen a lot of comments made by people who have played the beta, and basically said that the handling in this game is a lot like F1 22, but harder. So really difficult to get on traction. Can't really brake in the high the high braking zones because you just spin, which is sort of a bummer because I feel like this year's, well, I say F1 23's handling and like braking is the best it's ever been, purely because it's not only close to real life but very welcoming to new players and has a skill ceiling still for the pros. Like, it's still difficult to learn, but it's very welcoming for new people. Like, you can literally get on the game, and within a day or two, you can drive with traction control off. Like, I think it's really, really good. It's also very, I don't know, it's just nice to drive. It's fun to drive these cars. And F1 22, them cars are horrible to drive, so if it's anything like that, I'll be very, very disappointed. But we actually have a quote from Lee Mather, the senior creative director, saying, "The new handling model, powered by EA Sports, it will enable players to get maximum performance from their car with authentic physics." I don't know exactly how it's going to feel, because unfortunately I'm not a big enough creator to get my hands on a beta, but we can only hope that it's going to be good. Anyway, moving on. Greater authenticity. Enhancements on and around the circuits. Sorry, my bad. Enhancements on and around the circuits add to the race week experience, including Silverstone, which has had a significant update to deliver authentic circuit accuracy, and there's also changes to Spa, Qatar, and Jeddah. Now, surely, if you are the only properly licensed F1 game, surely having like 1-to-1 scale, 100% accuracy tracks is your #1 priority, no? The fact that you've had to make a significant update to Silverstone, that's worrying. Like, were you just not focusing on that before? I don't know, but that's pretty cool. In addition, actual driver audio samples taken from F1 broadcasts add a new dimension as they react to on-track incidents, and there's a new broadcast package with cutscenes to add to the immersion. That's really cool. So if Charles Leclerc in an AI form bins it in the wall, he'll just scream no, will he? Alright, that sounds pretty cool. It might be a bit distracting, and I doubt it'll actually work properly, but that is really cool. They're actually adding something, like, interesting. I mean, they added red flags last year, but they don't even work properly, and plus, when there's a red flag, it just cuts to a blank screen. They put no effort in it whatsoever. Anyway, moving on. Now, this is the big one, the revamped career. Now, for those that are interested, I am planning to do 4 separate career mode series on this year's F1 game. My team career, some sort of career mode where I bring back a team like Brawn or Andretti, a driver career mode, and a Williams to glory, so this is huge. In the overhauled career mode, players can step into the shoes of F1 drivers from the current grid, up-and-coming F2 drivers, or legendary racers within the form of icons. Exclusive to Champions Edition owners, there are 2 new icons, being James Hunt and Juan Pablo Montoya. Now, this is the big one. What are they actually adding to career mode? Right. Gain recognition. Build reputation within the paddock through on-track objectives, race day tasks, keep players focused on the checkered flag, completing contract targets can help secure a new deal, or pave the way for secret meetings to negotiate a move to a bitter rival. Ooh! That's sort of only relevant to driver career mode, but that is really cool. Okay, a bit more immersion, a bit more realism, can't go wrong. Driver reputation affects the support players get from their team. The greater the reputation, the more motivated the team. Players can go all in on one innovation or spread the resources for more balanced development. Okay, so are they sort of referring to maybe, rather than like doing individual upgrades in R&D, maybe it's just like departments and you basically focus your resources, so you can either do 100% on, say, aerodynamics, or you could do completely spread between aerodynamics, handling, chassis, what is it? Aerodynamics, chassis, durability, and powertrain. Alright. Sort of great, cool. Earn accolades. In addition to short-term achievements, every driver has longer-term goals based on season expectations. So, a bit like what a manager would get in FIFA manager career. So, before the season starts, you get an objective like finish in the top 6 or something like that. So, they're adding that to F1 24. Okay, that's actually really nice as well. Just these objectives makes the game a bit more involved. I like that. Actually makes something, it makes it worth it a bit more, do you know what I mean? Because right now, career mode is extremely boring. I have completed over 30 seasons of career mode in last year, in F1 23, and it's just boring. So all of these new things, you know, like, see, I believe actually, I could be wrong, but wasn't there season objectives in F1 2016? And then they just removed them, and now they're back, alright? Race with a friend, so this is to do with 2-player career mode. This is all good. All new changes reflected. Individual driver objectives. Players must stay focused to become the team's #1 driver. Alright. That might be just like a metaphor, like a little slogan, but I mean, I did one weekend of 2-player career mode with a mate, just mucking about, you know, crashing on purpose, stuff like that, but the game mode was really, really bad. Your friend, like, the person who isn't the host, they can't change their setups, they can't change their strategy, they can't change any settings. Literally, as soon as you go into the race, that's it. You can't change nothing. Like, even before the race, you can't do anything. It's really, really bad. So, that's hopeful. I won't be doing 2-player career mode because, unfortunately, none of my friends have the game or even remotely interested in Formula 1. And the final thing, the biggest thing of all, challenge career. A perfect introduction before committing to a 24-race season. Jump into the shoes of a pre-selected F1 driver and compete in a series of mini-seasons with community voting influencing the conditions and circuits for future events. That sounds really interesting. That doesn't sound like something content creators can make videos on nor really stream. But in your spare time, that looks like something really fun, something to do, and that's what you need in this game. Something to do. In F1 23, there's career mode, which is stale and boring, especially after, you know, 30 seasons. F1 World is shit. You know, there's Pro Challenge, there's scenarios, which are dead, and that's it. And Ranked is just horrible. So that's good. Another quote from Lee Mather saying, "Our biggest career innovation since 2016 delivers more of what our players want, with greater variety away from the track." Now, I'm not speaking on behalf of the F1 community, but me personally, I don't want greater variety away from the track. I want greater variety on the track. You know, like pit lane starts with penalties, more severe penalties, red flags that actually make you drive back to the pits rather than just a black screen. Donuts at the end of a season. Team orders. Stuff like that. Not accolades and shit like that. I'm not really bothered about that. And then also, new handling. I'm pretty sure no one wanted new handling because, like I said earlier, F1 23's handling is the best we've seen yet. Maybe apart from F1 2020. So, yeah. Updated circuits, new audio, and a refreshed broadcast presentation give players the feeling of being closer to the grid. Cool. What else we got? F1 World returns. Returning for a second season is F1 World, the home of multiplayer Grand Prix time trial and the new fan zone feature. Alright, what's this? Players align with their favourite team and driver over the course of a podium pass season and join a game-wide, time-limited league that includes collaborative goals whilst competing against rival teams. That sounds really cool. Again, not really something for a content creator to do streams and videos on, but just in your spare time, it's something to do. This is what we want. Yes! Stuff to actually do in a video game other than career mode. Starting next week, players can develop a better insight into what the change of the physics, handling, career, and more will mean for them, thanks to a trio of deep dive videos. Subscribe to the channel, whatever. Great, so this all looks very positive so far. I'd say though, this is more of an F1 23 update rather than a new game. Let's be honest. Like, there's, you know, this career mode is all cool, but No, actually, no, to be fair, based on previous years, this is a W. Like, what they've actually added and what they're changing is massive. Especially all this. This is really cool. This fan zone feature, I'm sure, is going to be fantastic. And we can just pray to whoever's out there that this new handling system is actually decent and doesn't just ruin the game completely. But this all looks very, very positive. So I'm going to be buying the game soon. And then when it drops on May 31st, or for me, May 28th, I'm going to be pumping out content like never before. 4 different career modes going on at once, streams, all sorts. So that's going to be all from me. Let me know what you think about F1 24 and how it looks. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be better than F1 23, better than F1 22. I don't think it's going to top F1 2021 and 2020, but you never know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.